Oh, we got a knockdown drag out for you today at Outsider Club Chart Wars. I'm Brit Ryle. This is my pal and colleague, Christian DeHaemer. We call him the Hammer because he always nails it. Christian, once again, I'm going to give you the first punch. Let me have it.
It's simple, Brit. Drones and AI are the future of the battlefield. And a company called Red Cat, RCAT, is putting them together. It's a player in the drone revolution, and it's got some serious tailwinds. It's partnered with Palantir, and it will benefit from Trump's new skinny budget. First, let's talk about Red Cat's core business. This company is all about drones, military grade AI powered unmanned systems. The Black Widow drone is the sole provider for U.S. Army's short range reconnaissance. It'll fit in a backpack and it'll deliver a serious punch. The revenue projections this year are between 80 million and 120 million. That's up from just 4.9 million last year. And they're not just selling drones, they're selling an ecosystem with acquisitions like FlightWave Aerospace, which expanded their portfolio with tricopters like the Edge 130. This company is positioning itself as a one stop drone shop. Market's taking notice. Red Cat's stock soared 1,000% last year, riding the Trump election wave before pulling back and giving us the opportunity of a lifetime. Well, a decade anyway. Palantir's visual navigation software and Warp Speed Manufacturing OS are being integrated into Black Widow drones. This enables a GPS-free navigation using satellite imagery and AI-driven autonomy. This means you don't need GPS, and you can't be stopped on the battlefield using jammers and things like that. So it's AI that can talk to each other. They go in swarms, and they can't be stopped. This is also big because China is big on these exact same thing, and Trump wants to counteract the Chinese influence, the Chinese drone swarms that they have. Trump is going. They call it a skinny budget because he wants to cut defense spending by 8%, but he also wants to increase drone spending. Drones are cheaper than manned systems, obviously. You don't have any healthcare costs. Here's the chart. You can see it ran up after the election and then started pulling back as Elon Musk's Doge went after excessive spending. They thought they might get caught up in this, but the exact opposite happened, which is why yesterday the stock jumps over 17% on the announcement of the skinny budget. The MACD says it's a buy. They're crossing under the zero line. You got a double bottom and just pulling up with a new bullish market. It's still a descending triangle. So if you want to play safe, you'll want a confirmation and buy at about 650 or so. But I personally bought this stock. I just love the background. I love the story, and I think it's an easy double over the next year.
Nice. And the MACD never even went negative at that April 7th bottom. Like the stock has shown relative strength, looks like to me.
Yeah.
I like it. So I'm gonna pull up mine. Christian, I gotta give you guys a little caveat though. Christian and I do not collaborate on the stocks that we're going to present to you, which is interesting because I too am in the drone space and I'm going to release the Kraken. Kraken is an undersea robotic systems. It's a Canadian company. They make undersea batteries, sonar, and they just purchased an undersea lidar company for crystal clear imaging. Um, the PE is currently 27. It is a profitable company, even though it's small. Market cap is just $650 million. Trailing revenue is 90 million over the last 12 months. Fiscal 25 ends in June, and revenue is expected to be 129 million for the full fiscal year, with 5 cents of earnings per share. Fiscal 26 revenue jumps to 173 million, and earnings per share nearly doubles to 9 cents, which is really great. On the last conference call, they reported that over the last 12 months, their backlog has jumped $900 million to 2 billion, which is jumped from 900 million to 2 billion, which is just a massive jump. And the reason why is that Kraken is a supplier for Anduril. Now, Christian was talking about the ecosystem with Red Cat and Palantir, and it's kind of the same with Anduril. Anduril was founded by one of the co-founders of Palantir, who left Palantir to start making the actual hardware and integrating, Palantir style software into drones, because they recognized where the future of military spending and how the future of the battlefield was going. And so, as a supplier to Anduril, I really like Kraken, as it should be able to maintain, some nice orders, nice contracts, and, continue to grow, fulfilling Anduril's vision. Now, the chart here has really been, I mean, it's been a little volatile recently, up and down from 2 to like 260, 270, peaked at $3 back in January. But unlike Red Cat, this one really did see some volatility coming into the Liberation Day lows, but it snapped back to its 50-day moving average quickly, dropped below it, retested it, and has now established support, back where you can see this 250 support level has been in play for months. That's sort of a pivot point. The fact that it's squeezing into this little pennant here at the end suggests to me that we're going to see a break higher on this stock very soon. So I'm releasing the Kraken to you to do as you may. All right, Christian, that's Outsider Club's Chart Wars for this week. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.